Hey there, everybody. This is Jeff and my wife,
Patty.
Patty, from the WDWpov live stream show. Doing something a little different today. We're bringing on a guest to interview. We have with us today Tony, and I'm going to get this right, Glibkowski. Is that right?
You got it.
Yes,
Right.
nailed it. Nailed it. So Tony, he is with the Sunshine Flyer. Basically a transportation option that you can take from the Orlando airport on your Disney travels. Now we all know that, there used to be a transportation option, let's call it that, that was offered by Disney for many years that has gone by the wayside beginning of this year. So Tony and the Sunshine Flyer, they're throwing their hat in and jumping into that realm to provide services to get you from the airport into Disney property. So Tony, we're glad to have you on with us today. We'd like to, get some more details from you about the Sunshine Flyer. Can just give us a general overview of what the Sunshine Flyer is, and we'll get into some more details as we go through this with you. So give us a little rundown of what the Sunshine Flyer does.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, Patty and Jeff, I'd like to thank you guys for having me on and giving the opportunity to spread the word of what it is we're doing. The Sunshine Flyer, like you mentioned, is a transportation option for guests that will be arriving at Orlando, going to the Disney resorts, and also returning back at the end of their vacation at Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
What we're doing is, since this is Disney World and everything is larger than you expect,
right.
What we're trying to do is capture that feeling with the Sunshine Flyer. We're not just providing a static bus ride on a straight white bus. If you can see behind me, perched in front of the Grand Floridian there, is one of our buses. All of our buses are wrapped as 1920s train engines and passenger cars.
Mm-hmm.
We're invoking the theme of 1920s rail travel.
Okay.
We've got conductors aboard the vehicles that have the old-fashioned pinstriped overalls and the cap. They'll be helping you with your luggage. Dressed in the part as well.
Mm-hmm.
That right now we've got a fleet of 12 wrapped vehicles, and we are wrapping. It feels like at least 2 a week right now going forward.
Wow. I didn't realize it was that big of a push here. That's really nice.
Well, there's a lot of people who come into the airport who have nowhere to go.
They know where to go, but
no, they have nowhere to get there.
They don't have a way to get there. That's right.
Yeah. That's what we're here for. There was, when that aforementioned service went away, people are still coming. There's different modes to get to and from Walt Disney World, but we feel that ours is the most family friendly.
Oh, good.
It's even beyond the aesthetics, the feel of the giant motor coach and the kids conductors caps that we give to all the children before they board.
Mm-hmm.
That you don't have to deal with lugging around your car seat and trying to load it up at the airport in the car share line.
Right.
You don't have to deal with the surge pricing. It's trying to cram your 2 strollers in the back of a rented Chevy. The idea here is
nothing against Chevy out there, you guys. Just want to make sure.
The idea is to start off your vacation as smoothly as possible and as fun as possible.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, and that's a perfect example. Trying to get all your luggage, all your car seats, your strollers.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not renting them on site. I know we used to do the what was it, the umbrella strollers. We used to,
Yep.
get the cheapest. In fact, sometimes we'd end up picking up an umbrella stroller down there while we were on a trip, just to take it, and then we'd leave it. We didn't even bring it back with us. But yeah, so you guys are, like you said, more family friendly. You've got some theming with the conductors and the railroad and that, which again, like you said, you're going to Disney. You want to be able to start off with a magical type, beginning of your trip right from the airport. So
how far in advance? I'm planning a trip to Disney. When do I need to contact you?
Well, you can contact us now for a trip that you've got coming up next year.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So what about I have a trip tomorrow and I forgot to contact you?
What we've currently, because we're still in, I don't want to say the beginning phases, but right now we've got it shut, whereas we don't accept reservations 3 days before.
Okay.
That's for us to, at this point, to make sure we have everything completely in order. Mm-hmm. We have the schedule set beforehand. One of the reasons why is we're running more of a dynamic service. It's not just this bus leaves every 10 minutes and takes you here. Right. We've got a system in place that takes each individual rider or each individual family and it analyzes that data and gives the best possible outcome for that guest. Meaning, on one day that guest might stop at 2 resorts before they go to theirs, or on another day that guest might have a direct trip. It's all based on parameters we enter. Meaning, we said it. We don't want any guest to be on a bus for longer than 65 minutes. That's the overarching theme. Mm-hmm. So our system will tell us this is the best possible way to do it today to limit guests sitting on buses. So that's kind of the reason why we need to cut it 3 days in advance in order to set that day's schedule.
That makes sense. Okay, so that's I never even thought of that aspect of it. So you're trying to basically make it as streamlined as possible for the guest, so that they're not, having to wait a long time. They're not having to spend a long time getting to their destination. That's very nice.
So do you go to all the resorts?
Correct, we do.
And is it limited to Disney resorts?
It is right now. Shades of Green, I'm hoping I can add within the next week. We met with them, and they're very, very excited about adding this as an option for their guests. Mm-hmm. But the Disney partner hotels, the Hotel Drive hotels, is a down the road discussion. Right now we're focusing on the core service, and then we'll see what the needs are at those resorts. But it's definitely something that's on my mind.
Okay. So I get online and make the reservation, or can I call someone and talk? You
can do both. You can go online at sunshineflyer.com, or you can call our 24-hour reservation center. It's 866 FL Flyer.
So travel agents, are you working with travel agents to try and make this a smooth transition for people that are using different travel agents for their plans?
Yeah. We've recognized even before we started, the full planning, the work that travel agents do, to create that experience for the guests that come 5 times a year, or the guest that comes, once in a lifetime. So we absolutely do work with travel agents. We've got a portal set up, a little tab on our website where they can enter their information and register, and we will set them up with the account where they can manage all their guest reservations and interact with our staff. But yeah, absolutely, we notice the importance of travel agents in the Disney landscape.
Okay, so I'm going to ask a really important question here. Okay, so you said you have how many buses?
Right now, 12. By June, we hope to have 30.
Okay. So, and they're all based on trains.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming they all have unique names and unique personalities.
Yep. Everyone is different.
Okay. So tell me, what's your favorite? Do you have a favorite?
Tough. Like this is my first one, so that's like my first child. But they're, the naming convention. We're naming them based on animals that can be found in the Central Florida area.
Oh, okay.
So we've got the iguana, the green one's an iguana. We've got a big gray one is the manatee. We're doing what we can to keep it fun and light for everybody that's involved. Or even the little things like that, we feel add to the experience overall.
Right. That's neat. And did you have something you were going
to say?
Well,
I was going to say entertainment. So you say there's entertainment. Tell us about the entertainment.
So we've got when we get aboard, you've got your standard safety videos and stuff like that is a necessity and something we all want to see. And then we kind of continue on with the theme of 20s and old timey feel. We've got some old time cartoons for the kids. The old black and white ones, some old color ones, and then interspersed with those, we've got trivia for the adults and kids as well. There's train trivia. There's Disney logistics trivia, like how many water fountains are there at Epcot? Things like that.
Okay, so now I want the answer to that one.
You got to ride. You got to go on it.
Oh my goodness, you got to ride.
Okay, so you have the trivia, you have the cartoons, and then is there the conductor is the driver, so they're not going to be asking you too many questions because they're driving.
Well, we've got two. We've got the driver, and we have staff member that we would call a conductor that is solely focused on the guest experience.
Right. So sort of like on the train, you've got the ticket guy that's coming around and saying hi to the passengers. So
yep,
that works. Now, this is something I know you mentioned earlier about being a much more family-oriented option for transportation. And I know you guys had started this right at the beginning. You were doing a Make-A-Wish contribution, I believe, 50%. Can you tell us about that a little bit more?
Yeah, 50% is based, the idea is Disney's 50th anniversary.
Okay.
So we're going to do 50% of all ticket sales for the first 50 days.
Wow.
And the numbers is getting up there, which is great. Disney's got has always had a relationship with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And on top of this 50-day promotion or 50-day donation that we're doing, we've reached out to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, both nationally and Central Florida. We're offering Make-A-Wish families either on a Make-A-Wish trip or just that have alumni of the Make-A-Wish program, free service for life. Anytime they're in Florida and they're in Florida going to Disney, we'll gladly welcome them aboard.
Wow, that is extremely generous of you guys. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Thank you. Yeah. We're more than happy to do it.
Wow. You've left us speechless. Now we don't even know what to ask.
Oh my gosh. No,
that's more than generous and kind, and shows where your values are. So
appreciate it.
Okay, so do you have?
Well, did you want to ask about the? Or I could ask.
You can. You go ahead. Go ahead.
It's up to you. We're going to fight over who asks the next question. So and again, this is getting back to family oriented service that you guys are providing. Sensory issues, sensory disorders, sensory processing issues, special needs. I mean, you've already touched on that with your with the Make-A-Wish. I mean, that's just fantastic. But any other things in that realm that you could talk to us about?
Yeah, we've acknowledged that that the need is out there for families with sensory needs or sensory issues. One of the things that we are actively bringing on is instead of the large train behind me, a caboose, at least one. We're going to bring on a smaller van vehicle that we can custom to be a low sensory vehicle for the guests that need that type of experience. I actually think the van or minibus is being measured today for a caboose design, but we're engaging with parties that have a little more knowledge on the topic than we do on what features we need. Do we need to have little laminated signs that kind of explain what we're passing and where we're going for kids? There's different tactics that we're learning, but we're eager to learn to help all families that are coming to Disney World.
Right. Yeah, that's neat. That's a neat idea. So you've got the train, and then you've got a caboose to go along with the train for maybe smaller, quieter, more private type transportation. That's neat.
So in the culture we're currently living in, with all the mandates, and you guys in Florida don't have the same mandates that other people have. What, as far as health, are you doing, health and safety, to prevent transmission of viruses? And because people are going to want to know that.
Yeah. When it comes to masks and mask mandates, we're mirroring the same mandates that Disney currently has.
Okay.
When Disney moves to a different phase of what they're doing, we'll take a look at that and probably follow suit.
Sure.
Okay. Well, now what about as far as sanitation of the buses itself?
Yeah, sanitation. We've got obviously nightly in before each shift that starts, and we've got an off-site lot where we kind of stage the vehicles in between runs, and we've got a team out there that does the spot checking of it all, and we've got hand sanitizers when you walk on, and the simple little things like that we think can help us go a little bit further.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good. Well, do you have anything else you would like to add? I mean, you've given us a lot of information here, and
well, we haven't asked about pricing, current pricing. So you said pricing it doesn't fluctuate with season. So currently, what is a round trip?
The one-way cost for an adult is $17 and $12.50 for a child.
Okay. And is there frequent flyer discounts?
It has to be some sort of frequent rail discount, not flyer.
Well, it's a Sunshine Flyer.
That's right. That's right.
There you go. Currently, I don't, but that's something on my list of things that I would love to implement at some point this calendar year.
Okay. We know people who go frequently.
Oh yes, yes, we do. Yes. We have a lot of people who watch our shows that definitely get to go down to Disney quite a bit.
Way more than us. We're jealous.
Yes, we are very jealous. Oh my goodness. So, you have anything else? I'm glad you caught the pricing. I forgot. I just right over my head. Completely forgot.
That's why I'm here.
That's why she's here. That's why they pay her the big bucks. So anyway, if anything else you can think of that you'd like to close us out with here on the Sunshine Flyer?
just want to welcome as many people down as we can get down. When you're landing at MCO, we're downstairs on the level 1 opposite of where the old DME used to be, and we'll be there waiting for you.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, we very much appreciate you being on with us, Tony, and I'm not even going to attempt your last name again, but Glibkowski.
Yep.
Glibkowski.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
See?
So Tony, we very much appreciate you being on with us, and we wish you the best with the Sunshine Flyer. It sounds like a great option if you need to get transportation from the Orlando airport over to Disney properties. Sounds like you guys are going to just continue to expand and fill the gap and give people a great option and a very family friendly option to get to Disney. So again, we just thank you so much for being on this on this show with us today, and just hope you have a magical day.
Thank you. I appreciate it too, guys.